Acción. Español 1, capítulo 2B, tu sala de clases. Same chapter we've been on for a little while now. Lección 3. Ser versus estar, tener, and haber. Alright. All four of these verbs can mean to be. We've already talked about estar versus haber. We've talked about what tener can mean when it means to be. Let's go quickly into ser and estar. Now, we're going to get a lot more in depth in future chapters when we learn the differences between ser and estar, somewhere on page 158 or something, and we're in the low 100s, something like 110 or I can't remember, but we're about there. But it's really, I think teaching ser and estar apart, it's like teaching yin without yang, okay? It's teaching hot without cold. You kind of need them to balance each other. So I'm going to show you ser and estar really quickly. And I've got two acronyms that should help. Am I still in the picture? Yeah? Okay. So we have ser and we have estar. Well, one acronym, there are a lot of these, but these are the two I use. Ser is the verb which really deals with your identity, the core of who or what you are. Whereas estar, it's more of a situation. It's something that it's a situational verb. Now, I'm very carefully avoiding two words, permanent and temporary. A lot of teachers teach you, oh, ser is permanent and estar is temporary. But you know what? Unless you're talking about zombies, isn't being dead pretty permanent? But that's estar. Okay, so let's move away from this concept of permanent and temporary and just let's get into identity versus situation. I know maybe it's just my own eccentricities, but I don't like that temporary versus permanent concept. So, ser, what do? You go to the doctor. Yes, I have misspelled doctor on purpose because this is an acronym, but you go to the doctor. Okay? Description. Okay? Description, well, you ask the question, ¿Cómo eres? What are you like? Oh, yo soy alto, yo soy cómico. Okay, my cameraman is shaking his head. No. Okay, occupation, soy maestro. Character, soy muy bueno, soy honesto. Okay. So description, it could also be physical description. Yo soy muy guapo. Yo soy alto. Right? Okay. Yeah, that sounded kind of creepy, didn't it? All right. Anyway, moving on to time. Again, we're using ser. You don't say que hora está. Okay. You say que hora. That's right. Que hora es. Oh, son las 12:15 according to my watch. I don't know what time you're watching the video. Date. ¿Cuál es la fecha de hoy? Well, now you're going to know when I'm filming this. Hoy es el 11 de agosto. Okay. Origin. ¿De dónde eres? Yo soy de Raleigh. Relationship, él es mi amigo, ella es mi colega, right, my colleague, okay, el Joker es mi enemigo. For those of you who are familiar with my classroom, you know what I'm referring to. There is another word for Joker in Spanish, I can't remember it off the top of my head, I'm sorry. Okay, estar.
Payaso?
Huh? No, payaso is a clown. Oh. Joker's definitely not a clown. Alright. Estar, you have a situation, and that's actually in here. Well, what do you do when you go to the doctor? Well, if you get phlegms, ew, gross, nasty, and I know it's spelled differently, but phlegms. Estar is feelings, location, emotions, mood, and situation. Now, a lot of these are kind of the same. I just needed to come up with a good word, and a lot of teachers teach ELF and stuff like that, but I like phlegms because they go with the doctor. Alright, so feelings, estoy feliz, estoy triste. You know, I've got a shirt about that and a poster somewhere in the room. Not the shirt, the poster. Location, ¿dónde estás? Estoy en Raleigh, estoy en la escuela, etc. Emotions, I don't know the difference between emotions and feelings. Alright, to me they're the same. Estoy feliz, estoy triste. Alright, mood, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien, estoy mal. Alright, estoy feliz. Alright, so they're all kind of the same. But it works out. Alright, and then situation, está bien, está mal, right? Okay, it's a situation. We'll get much more in depth with this at a future date. Coming up soon, but not right now. I've given you the basics. Okay? 3, 2, 1, adios.